West Middle School teacher being held a hero for stopping the school shooter is home from the hospital tonight. Jason Seaman, who you see there, was shot 3 times Friday morning after a male student came into his classroom with 2 handguns. Seaman released a statement earlier today saying, quote, "I want to let everyone know that I was injured, but I'm doing great. To all the students, you are all wonderful, and I thank you for your support. You are the reason I teach." Again, Seaman is now home from the hospital. The other victim, 13-year-old Ella Whistler, was last listed in critical but stable condition at Riley Hospital for Children. Now, another student was treated for a fractured ankle. Authorities have detained a male student who they say is the suspect, but they have not released more information about him as of yet. Tonight, as you can only imagine, hundreds gathered for a vigil to show support for those affected by yesterday's school shootings. 24-hour News 8's Eric Feldman was there and joins us live from Noblesville. Eric.
Good evening, Julian. It's been a day of healing here in Noblesville as the community comes to grips with the fact that a middle school student goes to school with 2 handguns and shoots his teacher and another classmate. And today we also spoke with a student who was inside that science class as shots rang out. Charlie Hill was in the classroom where a gunman opened fire Friday morning at West Middle School. He says he knows why he's here today.
It's very brave and heroic. A
parent tells us Jason Seaman tackled the gunman after he was already shot. He's now out of the hospital and beginning his recovery. Saturday, he went back to West Middle School to pick up his cell phone, and that's where he met Congresswoman Susan Brooks.
I wanted him to know how grateful I was, how grateful everyone is, and that he truly is a hero.
And as the community starts to heal, hundreds came to Federal Hill Commons Park. They heard from the governor and other political leaders, but it was the power of prayer.
And so I would ask you to gather together with your own family right now, maybe families close to you that you know, and I would ask you to huddle up for a moment together.
That brought out the emotion.
If there's any faculty here today, if you know them around you, would you please place a hand on your shoulder?
The healing process will be long, it will be hard, but this community says it will go through it together. The students from Jason Seaman's science class met with counselors Saturday for hours. They haven't seen their hero teacher yet, but when they do, Charlie Hill knows what he's going to say.
I'm going to thank him and tell him that he saved my life and everyone else in the classroom's life, and I'm going to give him a big hug.
And a big thank you to Charlie Hill for opening up on such an incredibly tough thing to talk about. I do have some updates I want to give you. One, an extremely good one. Governor Eric Holcomb announcing here at this vigil that the 13-year-old who was shot, Ella Whistler, is expected to make a full recovery. That was met with an enormous roar from the hundreds that were gathered here in Noblesville. Something else we've learned from Noblesville Police, the school resource officer who works at West Middle School. He responded to that shooting, and right after Jason Seaman had tackled the gunman, he helped secure the scene, make sure that there was no further threat to any of the students in that classroom or in that building, and then tended to Seaman and Whistler, who were injured, as first responders raced to the scene. Some incredible stories of heroism still coming out from this story. I'm live in Noblesville. Eric Feldman, 24-hour News 8.
Oh, truly, truly remarkable. Thanks, Eric. And today,